Let them hear, and he that hear these words, let them feel. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native men must rise up and claim your inheritance. The Most High God gave you the entire earth. It's finally your time to rest from this curse. You gods, little G's, stop being finicky. The duty of a God is to take responsibility. Look at our communities, dead like a eulogy. How you bring it back to life, look at your reality. What's your nationality? Dive off of history and find yourself in the Bible to change your mentality.
You got any questions?
You say you've been studying for about 12 years.
You've been studying for about 12 years? So you know that you're an Israelite? You don't know that you're Israelite?
I'm an Arab.
Huh?
I'm an Arab.
You an Arab?
Yeah,
so what's your...
I'm an Arab.
So what's...
I got Arab citizenship already. Where do you guys trace it all the way back? We get lost, but they go back to Noah, some go back to Adam.
So what would you... So what would you call your father? What would be his nationality? I tell you what, how did your father get over? How did y'all get over here to America?
Bring it out.
You came free. So how did your ancestors get over here to America? Did they come over here on slave ships?
Yeah, I'm from Mobile, Alabama.
What would be your last name? What's your last name?
It was on the riverboat, AG.
Your last name is AG?
Yeah, I'm AG.
Just your last name?
Yeah.
Well, I can just tell by looking at you, brother, that you are a child of the Most High God. You're an Israelite.
Right.
You're an Israelite according to the Bible, man. Only why you calling yourself the nationality that you call it because you destroy. You don't know who you are. You was brought over here on slave ships, brother. You're the Most High God chosen people. Right. Well, we trying to show you, brother. You come over here. We scattered all across the world. When we got off those slave ships, we got off those slave ships all across the world. In Australia, America, China. You see what I'm saying? Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
So the Most High God, he said, his chosen people, he said, we're going to be scattered. We're going to be scattered to one end of the earth to the other. That means we're going to come off those slave ships over here in America, over in Australia, China. Understand that? How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? You got any questions? We out here trying to show our people that we're destroyed because we don't know who we are over here in America. When we got put on those slave ships and sent all across the world, we lost our inheritance. We lost who we were. And we're trying to show you, brother, that you are the chosen by the Most High God. You're an Israelite according to the Bible.
Right.
Understand that? So we're trying to show our people we got to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. That this is the Most High God's Sabbath day. This is his holy day. Give me that. The Sabbath day. We're trying to show our people how to come back to the Most High God, how to actually repent and start keeping the Most High God law, statutes, and commandments, so we can get out of this situation that we're in. Because we're at the bottom when we're supposed to be on top. We're at the bottom, but it's the reason why we're on the bottom. Because we lost the knowledge of who we were. We lost who we were when we got put into slavery and brought over here on slave ships. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So he said, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. So you done heard this before? You done heard this before? So you know that you're an Israelite then. You know that you're an Israelite. So that you know the Most High God requires somebody that you know you're the Israelite.
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying? Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. So the Most High God is requiring something out of you by you knowing that you're an Israelite, my brother. By you knowing that you're the most great person on the earth, because you're chosen by the Most High God. You're a king on this earth, man.
Right.
You're a king on this earth. So the Most High God, he wants you to do something. He requires something out of you now that you know who you are. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
So the Most High God saying, now that you know that you're an Israelite, now that you know that you're a king, that you're not a nigga, you're not an African American, you're a king, brother. You were chosen by the Most High God. You're an Israelite, man, according to the Bible, that you got to keep these laws, statutes, commandments. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep these, you got to come back to the laws, statutes, commandments. You got to fear the Most High God. The way you fear the Most High God is by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the way you show the Most High God you fear him. You see what I'm saying? So we showing our people that this is the Most High God's Sabbath day. This is how we come back to who we are. This is how we come back to pleasing the Most High God, showing that we love him by keeping the Sabbath day. Give me that again. By keeping the Sabbath day, brother. Because our people out here, we selling drugs, we buying on the Sabbath day. You see what I'm saying? We're doing all type of wicked things on the Sabbath day because we lost the knowledge of who we are. You see what I'm saying? We lost the knowledge of who we are. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So he said, remember the Sabbath day, brother. The reason why he wanted you to remember the Sabbath day, because he knew that we were going to break his commandment. We're going to go on slave ships, and we were going to be scattered to America and all these other different nations, that you're going to be standing here today and not knowing who you are. Not knowing that you got to keep the Sabbath. That the Sabbath is a holy day to the Most High God. You see what I'm saying? So there's some things that he required of you on the Sabbath day that you should not be doing. You see what I'm saying? Watch this.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Read that again.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So he said 6 days shalt thou labor. So he's saying 6 days. In that 6 days, he's saying from Sunday to Friday, you can do whatever you do, all type of work that you want to do between that time. You see what I'm saying? But with sundown Friday to sundown Saturday, he said you shouldn't be working. You shouldn't be doing nothing but studying. That's something that you do supposed to be doing on the Most High God holy day. Yeah, he wants you to study. Give me Hebrews 10 and 25. That is something that he wants you to do on the Most High God. Because a lot of people think, okay, well, he just wants me to rest. No, he don't want you to just sit at home and just sleep all day, watch TV. That's not what he said. That's not how you keep it holy. Yeah, he wants you to read his word. He wants you to read his word, but there's something else that he wants you to do. Read it.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
So he said not forsaking the assembly. Who he's talking about? He's talking about those that know who they are, that's trying to rehearse these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's actually trying to show the Most High God that we know who we are. We're trying to change to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. So on the Sabbath day, he wants us to come together. Read that again from the top. Hold on, watch it.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
He wants us to come together on the Sabbath day. Come together without buying, selling. You see what I'm saying? Working. None of that. Come together, studying his word. Come together, exhorting one another. Read.
As the manner of some is, but exhorting one another.
So he said on the Sabbath day, we're supposed to come together and exhort one another in this truth. Exhort one another. You see what I'm saying? The way we exhort one another is because we got a lot of people coming in off the street, but they realize who they are. They come in off the street trying to repent, but they're still dealing with different things that they're trying to correct. You see what I'm saying? So you need to come around people that went through things that you went through. We've been out here selling drugs before. We've been out here smoking. You see what I'm saying? Smoking cigarettes, whoremongering and everything. See what I'm saying? So you come around your sisters and brothers on the Sabbath day to help, so you can help be exhorted. See what I'm saying? So you can help be strengthened. You see what I'm saying? That's what you need to be doing on the Most High God Sabbath day. Not out here walking around, buying on the Sabbath day, selling drugs, being a whoremonger. You see what I'm saying? Working. No, the Most High God said you were chosen by him. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. The Most High God said you were special unto him. You special to him, and he left you laws to keep. He left our people laws to keep. You see what I'm saying? That's why we at the bottom. That's why we destroy. Because we're not keeping his laws, man. We destroy it. We destroy it. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So the Most High God said you are a holy people. You're holy. Holy means separate. That means separate. You're separate from all the other people. That means you're special unto him. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So the Most High God chose you. What's your name? Kevin. The Most High God chose you, Kevin, to be a special people. That's great honor, man. That's amazing. The Most High God chose you, Kevin, to be a special people, to be a king. You see what I'm saying? To be holy unto himself. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So but that's something that the Most High God is trying to get you to understand, that the way that you come back to him, you have to come back to him in repentance. You have to come back to his laws, statutes, and commandments, and start keeping his Sabbath day holy. You see what I'm saying? That's what we out here trying to show our people. Read that.
Above all people that are the face of the earth.
You hear that, Kevin? He said, you are above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Most High God say about you, Kevin. But we don't know that. We're destroyed. We're destroyed from the lack of knowledge. What knowledge we're destroyed from? His laws, statutes, and commandments. We don't know that. You see what I'm saying? So when we got put off those slave ships, we lost all of that. We lost all that. We lost who we were. And the Most High God is trying to wake you up, Kevin, to try to get you to hear who you are, that you are an Israelite according to the Bible, that you got to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, that you got to keep your Sabbath day holy. You see what I'm saying? That's what we out here trying to show our people. Our people are destroyed. Hosea 4 and 6 again. So our people are destroyed, man. We're destroyed. They don't understand that we're supposed to be on above our people. Here we just read that you're supposed to be above our people, man. The Israelites, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that you are chosen by the Most High God, that you are special people, that you're supposed to be above all people that are upon this earth.
That's right.
But we're not above our people. We're at the bottom of the day. We're at the bottom because what? Because of this.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
So he said, my people, he said, my people are destroyed. We are at the bottom because we're destroyed. We're destroyed. We don't know we're supposed to be keeping the commandments. We don't know that. The churches tell us we ain't got to keep the commandments no more. We got all these churches around here in our communities. Our people going to all these churches, paying tithing, offering, and getting all this false doctrine and lies from these pastors. And our pastors not telling y'all that you are the Most High God chosen people. They're not telling y'all that you're supposed to be keeping the commandments. They're telling you that the commandments is done away with. That's a lie. That's a lie. Our people is getting taught lies. That's why our people are destroyed in these communities. That's why we killing one another. That's why we got an evil eye towards one another. You see what I'm saying? That's why we at the bottom, man, because we lack the knowledge. What knowledge? The law, statutes, and commandments. You see what I'm saying? That's why we read that again.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So that's what happened. Well, our people were given the law, statutes, and commandments, but we rejected it. We rejected it. That's why we're at the bottom now. That's why we're at the bottom now, because we rejected it. So the Most High God is saying, look, come back to his law, statutes, commandments, Kevin. Come back to the Sabbath day, keeping the Sabbath day holy. You see what I'm saying? Because you're a great people. You're a king. You're chosen by the Most High God. You're special unto him. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Most God is asking for you right now. That's why you're walking up here. We're trying to show our people how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. I'm gonna give you a law. I'm gonna give you a law, show you there's something simple that we could do that our people is not doing and try to make it seem like it's hard. You see what I'm saying? Leviticus 21 and 5. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how easy, because the Most High God said his laws is not hard. He said they're not grievous, which means they're not hard. Watch this. Read.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. Thou shalt not make baldness upon their head.
So he said thou shalt not make baldness upon. We shouldn't put no razor on our head and shave our head bald. You see a lot of these Christian pastors, these preachers, they shaving their head bald. The Most High God said don't do that. He said don't do that. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
You hear that? Read that again.
They shall not make baldness upon their head. Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
The corner of their beard. So he's saying don't shave off your beard. Don't shave off to the corner like how you got that trimmed up. He said don't do that. He said don't do it. He said let it grow out. You see how I grow it out? You can grow it out. You can keep it lined up, nice and trimmed down. You ain't got to have it full like this. You can have it trimmed down low like that. But he wants you to keep all of it. He said don't put no razor to it and bald it. You see what I'm saying? By doing that, you're in the midst of sin.
Right.
By doing that. But that's something easy. It's easy to grow a beard out. Am I wrong or right? Right. That ain't hard. That's one of the commandments that the Most High God said we got to keep. That's one of the commandments. Right. Don't shave. Don't put no razor to it. You can trim it down real low. You can trim it down real low just like how you got it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, give me Ezekiel 5 and 1. You can trim it down low. That's not what he's saying. He's just saying don't put no razor to it and bald it just like how you did them sides. Right. That's all he said. That's easy. Watch this. Watch this though.
Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 1. And thou, son of man, take thee a sharp knife, take thee a barber's razor, and cause it to pass upon thy head and upon thy beard.
That's it. You see that? Read that again. Read that again for me.
And thou, son of man, take thee a sharp knife, take thee a barber's razor, and cause it to pass upon thy head and upon thy beard.
You hear that? So you can look nice. You can trim it up. You know what I'm saying? Touch it up. But he's just saying don't cut it. Don't ball it.
Right.
Don't ball it. You see what I'm saying? That's why you see all us. We got hair. We got hair. We got beard. You see what I'm saying? That's a magnet, didn't it? You see what I'm saying? So he said, don't do that. That's a sin. Our people around here, our brothers around here, we constantly doing that. You see what I'm saying? We learned that from the Egyptians, man. That's the Egyptian custom. You see what I'm saying? That's the Egyptian custom. I'm going to show you another commandment that we can be keeping that's easy. That's easy. Give me number 15 to 38. So I'm going to give me 1 Corinthians 3:16. So we're going to show you something, brother. We're trying to show our people how to come back to the Most High God, man. How to get out of the situation that they're in. How to get out the bottom. Watch this.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
So he's talking about your body. Your body. He said, know ye not that your body is a temple. It's his temple. Watch this. Watch this.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
So he said the Spirit of God supposed to dwell in you. Right? Right? Watch this.
If any man defile the temple of God.
So he said, if any man defile the temple of God, how do we defile the temple of God? By what? Smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, smoking crack cocaine, all these different type of drugs, getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people love to get drunk early in the morning and drink all day. He said, don't do that. That's how you defile the temple. Read it again.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So he said, the Most High God said he's going to destroy you for that. Because he said your body is his temple. He's supposed to dwell in you. He can't dwell in you if you getting drunk, you getting high, you being a whoremonger. You see what I'm saying? He can't dwell in you. He wants to dwell in you, but he's not going to dwell in you when you in the full midst of sin. You see what I'm saying? He's not going to dwell in you. You see what I'm saying? So we're trying to show you, brother, how to come back to his laws, statutes, commandments, how to come back to your inheritance. You see what I'm saying? Because you're a king on this earth. You see what I'm saying? 15 to 38. So we're going to show you another commandment that's simple. Because our people think that it's hard. It's more than 10 commandments because our people think that just because it's over 600 commandments in the Bible, they think, oh, no, that's too many. I can't do it. Yes, you can. We bringing it out to you, showing you that it's simple. These simple laws. Watch this.
Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
So he said, speak unto the children of Israel. You are the children of Israel, Kevin. You see what I'm saying? He said, he told Moses, speak to the children of Israel and that they what?
Make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
So he said that they make them fringes in the border of their garments. You see these? These are fringes. You see what I'm saying? And they come in different type of styles. You know what I'm saying? They come in different type of styles. So he said, what?
That they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
So he said we're supposed to be wearing these things throughout our generation. And we still a generation? And we still having kids after kids after kids? So he said throughout your generation, we're supposed to do this. So that means forever. That means forever. We're supposed to do this forever. We're supposed to do this forever. You see what I'm saying? Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
A ribbon of blue. You see that ribbon of blue at the top? So you put these on, then you come back and put the ribbon of blue on the top. You see what I'm saying? This is a commandment. And this simple. You can put this on all your clothes, all your shirts, your tank tops. You see what I'm saying? They come in different type of style. If you can't afford these right there, you can put this ribbon of blue on there, and you can just cut the bottom of your shirt. You see what I'm saying? And you'll be having on fringe. How you doing, brother? And you got a second or two for the word of God? We're trying to show our people, man, you're a king on this earth. You're chosen by the Most High God, brother. You gotta, hey, come holler at him for a second. Come talk to us for a second, bro. All right, man, we're trying to show our people, look, man, look, the Most High God said, read that again.
Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
See that? A ribbon of blue. So we're supposed to do this forever. We're supposed to do this forever. A ribbon of blue over the fringes. We're supposed to do that forever. That's a commandment. That's a commandment. That's something that the churches ain't teaching our people. They're not teaching the commandments. Ain't that? But that's simple. That's something simple to do, right? It ain't hard to put these on your clothes and wear them every day. You see what I'm saying? It ain't hard to do that. It ain't hard to keep no beard on your face, to keep it nice and trimmed up. You know what I'm saying? Low. That ain't hard. You see what I'm saying? So the most we trying to show our people it ain't hard to keep these commandments, man. It ain't hard. The only why we think it's hard is because we're destroyed from the lack of knowledge. You see what I'm saying? We're destroyed because what? These preachers, they're not teaching us the law, statutes, commandments the right way. They're not teaching us the Bible the way the Most High God set it up for us to be taught. You see what I'm saying? They teaching us lies. Give me that one, priest. Malachi 2:7. What I want? Yeah. So the pastors, our people are destroyed because a lot of us grew up and we went to church. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us grew up, went to church, and in these school systems, they up under, that's Christianity. The Most High God didn't give us Christianity. You see what I'm saying? So you got these school teachers and these preachers, they're speaking the same thing to our people. They're destroying our people, man. You see what I'm saying? Read it.
Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
So it said the priest, that's talking about the preacher. You see what I'm saying? Read that again.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
So it said the priest's lips should keep knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Should keep knowledge. Read.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
They should seek the what?
Should seek the law at his mouth.
So he said they should seek the law at his mouth. They're not teaching our people the law, statutes, and commandments. They're not teaching that. You see what I'm saying? They're not teaching. That's why we destroy it, man. That's why when you look around, look at our communities, we destroy it, man. We destroyed because what? We broke the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We broke the law, statutes, and commandments, Deuteronomy 20 and 15. We broke the law, statutes, and commandments. Now we're walking around. We're calling ourselves GD, Crips. You see what I'm saying? All type of blood. We calling ourselves all type of names, not knowing that we the Most High God chosen people. That we kings on this earth. That we gods on this earth. That we gods on the earth. That's what the Most High God is calling us. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So you heard that? So the Most High God said, if we didn't observe to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, that we gonna what? Read that again.
That all these curses shall come upon thee.
So he said all these curses gonna come upon us. You see what I'm saying? So now we look around, don't we look, our communities look cursed.
Bring it out.
Our communities look cursed. You see what I'm saying? How you doing, sister? How you doing, sister? How you doing? We try to show our people who we are according to the Bible. Understand? Don't you know you're a princess on this earth? Don't you know you're a prince, that you're royalty, that you're chosen by the Most High God, Deuteronomy 7 and 6? Don't you know that you're chosen by the Most High God, sis? Right. That you better than who they tell you is? You ain't no nigga. You ain't no speak. You're not just no anything. You're a princess to the Most High God. Right. You're special to him. Understand?
Now they will see the treatment of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites.
It's so hard to serve God. And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd. For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathanyel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.